Hot Boxing Talk. In this week we spoke to current IBO flyweight champion of the world Moruti Babyface Mthulani on his decision to join the Hot Box Gym, and we had our weekly chat with Cyril and Hayden. Welcome to Hot Boxing Talk. So let's talk about Canelo's performance against Amir Khan. Based on his performance, does he have a chance against Triple G?
Yeah, Canelo does have a performance. It wasn't a good performance. Let's say 1 to 5. He got outboxed, but you could kind of see his game plan coming through there, and maybe that shows that he does have a good chin as well.
So here's the thing, and I agree with what you were saying off camera that Lemieux might fight Canelo next as a warm up to Triple G. But that's the fight. I mean, that's the super fight for the year. We were talking about Kovalev War for the year, but in terms of 2016, that super fight, it has to be Triple G and Canelo.
It has to happen. I hope it happens. I think the WBC has given like 15 days after the fight for them to go agree to a fight. I really hope it happens. It is a super fight, as you say.
The one guy who struck me as a good prospect, solid prospect, was Frankie Gomez on the undercard beating Herrera. Your take on him? I don't think he's in the same mold as Errol Spence, but he's certainly a good prospect.
Look, anyone that can take Herrera 100 to 90 is a very good boxer. We saw Danny Garcia struggling with that guy. He's not an easy fighter, and Frankie Gomez made it look quite easy.
Keeping a local, Nick Durant has announced his retirement from South African boxing. A sad loss for South African boxing. Absolute legend. Your take on his retirement?
As you say, an absolute legend. I mean, how many world champions and national champions? He's done it all. I was a bit surprised when I first heard about it. It is a loss to South African boxing.
South African boxing will miss his flamboyance, charisma, and also he wasn't shy with his mouth, was he?
No, he's a very good character. So South Africa will definitely miss the media and everything like that. The amount of world champions the guys produced. So yeah, big miss for South Africa.
And as a result of his retirement, Moruti Mthulani's joined the Hot Box Gym. Good move for him right now.
Yeah, it's a good move. So he is at that point of his career where he has to fight often, and I'm hoping to see him fight at the very top. Yeah.
Your take on Moruti joining the Hot Box Gym?
Oh, massive move for South African boxing as well. He's joining a big family of boxing, so I can't wait to see him and how he goes at Hot Box.
Well, you'll have to wait another week till you see the two gentlemen by my side. This is Hayden and Cyril Nomaganjani. We are signing off right here on Hot Boxing Talk. So the latest acquisition to the Hot Box Gym, the IBO flyweight champion of the whole entire world, Moruti Babyface Mthulani, joins us. Moruti, welcome to Hot Boxing Talk. This is the first time you're on the show. Tell us about your move to the Hot Box Gym and joining myself and Vusi and the team.
Thank you very much, Colin. To me, it's a pleasure to join Hot Box. So now I'm looking forward that I'll do all my fights under Hot Box. That's where I will end my career. I will retire here at Hot Box.
So you had a great innings with Nick. I mean, unfortunately, he's retired from the sport of boxing. Was this a hard decision for you to make to leave Nick and come to Team Hot Box?
I will say that actually it wasn't that hard decision to make, because I heard rumors that Nick will retire soon, but when I asked him, he said he's not sure yet. But last week Friday I met him, I had a meeting with him, so he confirmed to me that he's gonna retire. So he said to me I can choose which stable I wanna join. So I was always on my mind with Hot Box, because I think 2 or 3 years back I nearly joined Hot Box, but it didn't happen.
Let's talk about your career now. Your brother's Innocent particular was a 2-time South African champion. When you started out your career as a fighter, did you ever think that you could become a 2-time world champion as a flyweight?
No, not at all. Not at all. I didn't think about becoming a champion, but because when I started boxing, I didn't even know that sometimes I'm gonna fight for money. But now I live with boxing,
And you're quite together. I mean, you've got yourself an apartment, you live with your wife, and you're very together. Now, here's my question to you. We know about the IBF situation why you had to vacate. You're now the IBO champion, and obviously, as my job as your trainer manager is to get you more active. Well, what do you want left for your career?
What I'll say, because I'm no longer young now, I'm at the age of 33, but I can still fight maybe 2-3 years, but it will depend how things going on. Like I'm an IBO world champion now, so I'm looking forward to defend my title. Then if maybe the other bodies rate me, then give me a chance to fight for another title, then I'll be very much happy if that can happen.
So there's a fighter out there who many regard as pound for pound number one, Roman Chocolito Gonzalez. How would you go? Let's just say we got a call. I mean, you know, we live in dream world sometimes in
Yeah,
boxing.
of course.
You get that call. How would you like to fight that kind of guy?
Right now, hey, I know Roman Gonzalez is not an easy customer, so you have to be well prepared to fight him, and he's undefeated out of 40-something fights and knockouts, no. But to me, like, if you are a world champion, if you want to be the best, you must be the best. That's what I can say. Because any chance that can come, whether who I'm gonna fight, I can take it with both hands.
You're a proud Zulu guy.
Yeah.
This is the babyface Maruti Mthalani, the IBO flyweight champion of the world, speaking to us right here on Hot Boxing Talk.
Thank you.
So that's the end of this week's episode of Hot Boxing Talk. For myself, Colin Nomaganjani, Nathan, and Hayden Jones. We will see you again next week.